We got to talk about this $46,709 fine that was given to Kwon Alexander in a
horrendous call
in a preseason game. This is in a preseason game, and we looked this up. Rookies get $1,800. Oh,
jeez, what
a shot, dude!
Perfect.
I mean, perfectly timed. The guy even stumbled a little bit, so he might have meant to have his head on the side, but since it timed up,
his head didn't hit his head though, right?
No,
we see the slow mo.
It was in chest, I think.
Perfect.
Right?
Your head can't hit their chest.
Dude, I have no idea why or how the rules are. They said he's a repeat offender.
We'll say he led with. Okay, so they'll claim he led with his head, and I guess his head didn't get to the side, and his shoulder didn't make contact first.
Bingo, I think is what they're saying.
Okay, they're saying right there, yeah, they want to take that away. Okay, no, it's a great tackle.
Great tackle. The entire internet agrees, but the internet's not the ones making the rules. I believe the NFL is because they're trying to save football for the long term. But just a little bit of reading the room. Just reading the room a little bit. Did that guy get hurt? No. Did Kwon Alexander get hurt? No. Is it a preseason game? Yes. Do we need to fine this so we set a tone? Sure. $10,000 we'll fine you. He's still out fucking $6,800 on the day. Negative money for the entire. Them getting paid $3,200 and then him getting fined $46,000 for football. That is wild to think of. And I bet Kwon Alexander's not thrilled.
No.
I bet he is not happy about it. But everybody else in the NFL is like, what the fuck? That can happen? I can lose $40-some thousand on a day in a preseason game? Guys are not going to want to play. You know what I mean? It's like you start all that type of stuff. It's crazy to think that that's where we are right now, AJ.
It's something that I'm sure maybe has happened before where a coach is like, hey, you got to go finish this tackle or finish him off. You're second to the pile. And they're like, Coach, just the preseason. I'm not getting a $50,000 fine when I'm not making any money right now.
A $46,000. Think about what guys on defensive side of the ball around the NFL, or just what you just said to your coach right there. No, I'm not doing that. No way. For a preseason game, I'm not going to lose $43,000 or whatever. Guys are going to actually think about that.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, this is our job. This is our business. And I'm just going to potentially, if my head not perfect in this preseason game, which we're practicing, I'm out a year's worth of money for most people that have jobs out there. That's wild.
Absurd.
How is that a thing? How is there not a preseason fine scheme?
Yeah, you're right. There definitely should be some kind of preseason because they do that. They'll give $10,000, $15,000 fines to guys that are undrafted rookies and haven't made any money in the NFL. I'm like, now you're really putting a guy in the hole. I think that's horrendous when they do that. But when it's not like an egregious, over-the-top cheap shot or crazy headshot. I struggle with it. And I think, what's Kwon supposed to do right there? Just please tell me he has to make a physical tackle to stop the guy from getting the first down, all of that stuff. I just don't know exactly how he keeps his head out of it.
And obviously, the players are going to have to figure it out. Old school guys weren't able to do it. That's why they got phased out of the game as this new heads-up football thing was kind of taking place. Were you on scholarship in college? Yeah, so you're not in debt? No. Okay, welcome to the NFL. Fuck around one time. We'll put your ass $20,000 in debt. Dare you. Dare you. You'll be leaving this camp. You're in the NFL, yeah. Well, you're in debt. And you're never working for another team, by the way.
Nope.
You're getting fined $20,000 from the NFL and getting the hell out of here. Only guy in the history that made the NFL was in an NFL camp, lost $20,000. Undrafted guy getting fined. That feels bananas. The only reason why that was my first thought is because we played a preseason game in Canada. What up, Gump?
Nice.
Got a Gumpy up there in Canada. And the taxes, they tax us on our yearly salary earnings as opposed to the week. We all lost I think $4,000 or $5,000. Just I assume the super high paid guys lost even more money because
it went to good use though. I'm sure the Canadian government used it wisely.
I doubt it.
I think they were
Halloween costumes, right?
They're building up their deal.
Oh boy, those are pretty cheap. Pretty cheap to do those.
Come on.
The ones he was doing, I think you can kind of do anywhere. But I do think they built up a D line to just tackle people trying to make a run for America.
Yep.
So we potentially funded people that were stopping Gumpy from getting over here. But I remember that happening and being like, oh, nobody wants to go to this. Why? Because we're literally just losing money. Guys can't be losing $40,000 in a preseason game, especially when we're in a time where guys don't really want to play in preseason games to begin with. Just for the good of the game, for the good of the fans, for the good of the league, we can't be having that. That can't happen. We need to change that. So, Commish, we assume you'll figure that out.
Yeah, get on that one.
Common sense.
Well, it's the same deal. What are you going to do if a guy's a fringe guy to make the team or not?
and like he comes up and makes a hit like that, and either I don't think he got penalized in the game, but like if guys do start thinking like, okay, well I'm not going to do this because I'm going to get fined $50,000, and then you don't make that play, and it's like, well, yeah, you didn't get fined $50,000, but we're cutting your ass. Like you're not making the team now.
Yeah, so you got to start using your hands a little bit more. I'm not. I gotta.
You missed
What are
the
you
tackle.
talking about?
You got to take the chance. You got to take the chance that you get the fine. If you're on the fringe and you're trying to make the team, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, just throw your face in there. You know what I mean? Just
No, it's just that one was. It was like bam, bam for Kwon right there. Like great tackle, beautiful tackle. I don't know what to tell you.
That was a great tackle. The internet agreed, by the way. Everybody on the internet was like, this is bullshit. There was a couple people that were like, if you don't know the rules, then this is what's going to happen.
It could have been much worse. He could have launched himself right into his head. Like definitely could have.
Yeah, well, he was low too to begin with.
That's
I'm saying he didn't. He tried to go low.
Yeah, but that's what you would have done.
Right.
No, I'm saying back in the day, people would have absolutely done that. Yeah.
People?
No, I mean, you got to get him down. However, get him down. I don't know what could have happened.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah, others would have done it too. I'm not the only one. That's what he was saying. Yeah, other people aiming for Adam's apple as well.
Wasn't just me.
He was clearly going for sternum there. We should. I mean, that's a big change. We should be applauding this guy.
Yeah.
We should be giving him a bonus. He could have decapitated that dude.
Probably could have.
And he didn't.
Yep.
So thank you, Kwon, is what the NFL should be saying instead. Pal, yeah, we're going to take your first 2 weeks of checks.
Sorry.